Okay, there we go. Hi, everybody. We are doing a director chat for building our teams, and we are talking about things that we can do to grow personally, grow with recruits, and help our teams grow. So I know both of you have very strong businesses, personal businesses, but tell me how you feel about your team. I knew you were going to laugh, Amy.
Well, because they're more or less non-existent. I mean, their bodies, they've always been hobbyists, and hobbyists don't last long. And right. Even though I have people that have been around for a while, it's like once every 6 months they become active. Okay. When I remind them.
All right. So you don't think is there anything you think you could do to change their activity?
I have, I went through LEAD. I tried a lot of things there. I've watched, I've read, I've listened. Nothing spurs anything.
Okay. So, so would you agree that you need new people?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Sherry, how about you? Tell me about your team.
Well, I have on the roster, I probably have about 20 or so consultants. And from any given month, I probably have 8 to 10 of them that are active. So I don't, I think that's fine. That's good. My biggest issue is they're just not engaged in learning from me and letting me help them in any way. For the most part, I mean, I have one girl who, well, actually I have 2. I have one girl that I have a call with every Monday morning.
Okay.
Kind of just every other month kind of, girl, and we just, chit chat about the business a little bit and whatever. But I have a girl, Cindy, and she's got 2 girls on her team. And I know she's trying to build her business. But even when I, like I think I said it last week, when I would schedule something, because I went through the LEAD program too. And, I would try to do the things that they were telling us to do there, schedule these, director bound chat and this and that. And I just couldn't get anybody to ever commit, and even, I mean, I don't even do a team meeting of any sorts because it's kind of just a waste of my time. I get really frustrated when I take time away from building my personal business to plan something for my team and then nobody shows up. So I just kind of like threw my hands up in the air and said, well, whatever. I can carry our team if I need to with my sales almost.
Okay. And
so I kind of just let my team kind of go as they're going, and they'll reach out to me if they have a question or, and I am very approachable. I'm always open. I will spend as much time as, as they want. I'll make them a personal video of how to do something if they ask me a question. So I have that to, show at a later date. We have a team page, and I post things on there occasionally. Mostly I'm the cheerleader. Mostly I'm like, yay, you got a show in, or, these are the 5 that are green by 15. And,
sure.
I'll post the stats at the end of the month. And I do send little cards like you do. I do send those out to anybody who's active in the month. So, I do reach out to them. I am, on occasion touching base with them, but for the most part, they're just names on my roster and submitting parties.
Okay. So would you agree, for the 2 of you, would you agree that you need to recruit some new people and maybe try some different things?
I definitely, and I think back years ago before Pampered Chef did so much with new consultants, I had a really good system of when a new consultant would come on, you know, with the different calls I would make with them and the tools I would give them and the trainings I would do. And then it kind of seemed the more Pampered Chef was doing, the less I kind of felt I had to do.
Right.
So I'm really out of touch with where do I even start when I have a new consultant? What, you know, what resources do I need to send them? What, you know, how often do I need to be contacting them? Because for a while, I had heard from a lot of consultants that it was so overwhelming. There's so much, you know, Pampered Chef is emailing me almost daily, and then you're sending me stuff, and I don't know what to do. You know, it just seemed like it was too much. So now I kind of send them a little welcome email and then do nothing.
Okay. Are you guys familiar with the Touch Point Guide on Pampered Chef? Okay.
Yes.
So, and quite honestly, I think there's some changes coming up. So I'm not going to have you work super hard on doing something that is going to have you guys require a whole bunch of time and effort, because I think that Pampered Chef is going to be coming up with some new things for conference, you know, for right after conference. But in the meantime, I would love for you guys to familiarize yourself with the Touch Point Guide. And when you recruit someone new, or if you can find anyone on your teams that's saying you're going to have a Restart Your Business training, okay? So you can put out either phone calls or texts, anything like that. And then you can go through as though they're a new recruit and walk through the training with them, okay? The other thing that I would like to encourage you to do is to invite your teams to Monday night chats. I'm going to do a Monday night call for consultants. And Barb, can you send over the, it's bookings, recruiting, sales techniques, and organization, you know.
I just saw it on the team.
Booking, sales tips, recruiting, and time management.
Time management,
yeah. So, and I'm just going to do that every month. And I'm going to have different people talk on there, and, you know, and it's going to be not more than 30 minutes. We're going to have some people do some celebration. What are you really happy with? And, you know, things like that. Okay. So, but it's going to be very basic. I would like you guys to invite your team to that. All right. Do you have, did we send you the information about that?
It's on the Ryan Rockstars. I was
okay.
Today.
So send your people that and ask them if they'd like to join us. And we're going to do, you know, kind of a booking challenge tonight and talk to them about different ways they can green dot people, send out the email that says I'm, you know, trying something new. By the way, let's change, see, my internet is unstable. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me?
Right now. Yeah, right now you're good.
Okay. One of the things that I wanted to ask you guys is, are you in Facebook jail, and are things going okay for you?
I've been fine. I haven't been doing a whole lot of virtual, but okay. I typically do events, and you know, virtual is a very small part of my business.
And are you loading or posting manually?
Always.
Okay.
In events.
Okay. And how about you, Sherry?
They keep extending my sentence every time I go on. And, you know, I have a business page. I've never run my parties through my business page. So I thought, well, I have to kind of figure it out. It's really hard because right now, like today, I have 8 parties that are live. I have some that are through this Wednesday and some that just started today. So it's hard for me to be active in those and working and then try to learn a new system with trying to do it through my business account. So okay. I sat down on Saturday morning when I was supposed to be out of jail, and I said, well, let me see if I can post through my business account. And it won't even post it. It locked me right down again. And I think it's because my personal account is linked to my business account, so it won't let
Sure.
me do anything. So, but I've been running them. I think I told you I had set up a separate
Yeah.
Facebook profile that I comment and like from, and then I still am posting from my other account. So it's just double work, but it's working for me now until these parties end, and then I have a little bit of a break because I'm going on vacation. So I think then I will try to start up fresh and maybe try them from my business page and see.
Yeah, because Pampered Chef is saying about the business page, and they sent us kind of a list.
Right.
I think that's all in the stir, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I have to figure out scent share because I have I love your kitty cat in the back.
baby, this is Missy. Hi,
Oh,
Miss.
yeah, I had to kick my cat Oliver out of my chair when I came up to my office. So
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I have to. I lost my train of thought.
You said you have to figure out scent share.
I have to figure out how to have scent share post from my business account.
Okay.
I haven't.
You might need to authorize it.
Right.
And I'm not sure what it said in Stir about the third-party accounts. I know they're saying not to post as often, like 5 times a day. That's it. Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
That won't fly with me.
Okay.
I do not, at least 9 to 12.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll try to figure it out.
Barb, can you grab this for Brian? I got a painter here that's trying to pick out paint. Yeah.
Nice.
So thanks for he was sick all weekend. He was supposed to be here all weekend, and he called in sick. So you wouldn't believe my house right now. And then my plumbing backed up over the weekend.
No.
So my ceiling downstairs was raining.
Oh no.
It was raining. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So anyway, yeah, life happens while we're trying to put your house up for sale.
That's right.
Yeah, hold on. That's
It says he's not finding any browns or tans that something you would like, or would you be interested in looking towards grays?
no. I tell them that just like an ivory. I don't want brown or tan. I want more ivory,
More like an
antique white,
antique white, something like that.
super neutral.
Really, really beautiful. Great.
Didn't I tell him that?
He was looking for tans and browns.
I just want it neutral so that it's a clean palette and looks nice on with the wood trim, So anyway.
Great.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Yeah, that's what they're saying with, let me read the executive flash that they sent us.
Yeah, and I haven't posted anything out on our team page about it, and I haven't heard anybody else from my team that is in Facebook jail.
Oh, good.
I think people that probably just do one party a month, Facebook isn't really, they're not on their radar, but some
Okay.
like myself who does many, I'm more on their radar.
It says setting a new unique Facebook password and enabling two-factor authentication on their devices. This will show the platform that your accounts are secure. And then number 2 is creating a business page to establish themselves as a business on Facebook. We will also recommend that moving forward, virtual parties are set up through the consultant's business page. And then number 3, following the community guidelines on Facebook by keeping in mind posting best practices. We will post an article in the Stir with these practices clearly listed. It says we will also provide directors and above 6 ideas born and tested in this executive group that our wider field can try if they're looking for new ways to party. The ideas will be promoting our squee, lightened up multi-day parties, 1-hour parties, mini mega parties with several hosts combined into one party. And so you have total of 1 party a week. and of course, catalog and in-person parties. So that's some of the things that they're encouraging. I know Stephen has been trying, because he's been in jail, and he's doing a 3-day, a 1-day of pre-posts, a 5-post day, but one of the hours or one of the times, I mean, he's doing multiple pictures on each post. So he's doing a category, like, okay.
Well, that's what's really nice about using the business page. And but right now I can't share from my business page. But
Okay.
on my business page, I have lots of albums. Like I have an album of,
Yes, and that's what Donna McDonald just told me, that she's using albums on her business page.
yes. And even when I post like a video, say I post a recipe video, I have on my business page, I have the shop portion of it filled with products from our catalog. So
Okay.
if I do a video of a recipe, I can tag all of those products.
Ooh, okay.
And I always felt like that was really helpful to my customers because they could see those products, but now I can't share from there. So now I'm just posting, YouTube videos, which are, just YouTube videos. There's no links or anything, other than that. So I'm hoping to get back to my business page again because
I think that from what they've found, that once you get out of jail, that is the way to go, and that's what Facebook is allowing because it is a business page. And what do they have advertising on the business pages with other things or something?
I don't think that they really have advertising. I think it's because they want you to boost your posts on your business page.
Okay.
But even now when I'm in jail, I keep getting pop-ups from Facebook saying, oh, you could be reaching more customers by boosting your posts. And I'm like,
Oh
I can't
gosh.
comment on my own posts. I'm surely not going to boost anything.
Right.
So,
Okay. But once you get on your business page, I think it'll be different. That's what they're finding. And to work with albums, Donna McDonald just talked about that today.
Yeah.
So, and Steven said, and then he's going to do 1 day of finish up. I don't know that he's going to go live, but personally, that's what I think I would do is go live, even if it's a couple times a day, and then you can share that video on each of your parties, or do the mega party idea and then go live on there. Even if you just show your hands demonstrating, like Jill Lerner did
Food chopper.
the food chopper, and within 1 hour she had like 7 orders for the food chopper. Yeah. And she just did a couple minute video. Yeah.
So I was going to, I would tell you, I don't know. I was going to try I was making brownies. So I was like, oh, let me do the batter mixer, and dispenser. And so I put in my liquid, my oil, and my water, and I put in the mix. I had my eggs ready, and I go to do it, and it's just like cement. And I'm thinking, what is wrong? And I'm live in a party, and I'm like, what is going on? So I quickly hit stop and hit delete, and I turn around, and my eggs are behind me. They weren't in the mixture.
Yeah.
Oh, these things happen.
Sure.
But,
yeah, absolutely. So it's just something to think about, and just remind people. It reminds people that we're human, and the more authentic we are, the better it is. The better it is. So I would just encourage you to try those different things. But your parties are going well, then, Sherry? They're going fine.
yeah, they're still fine.
Okay. All right. Even though you're in jail.
Yes.
So you're just talking to your hosts and letting them know that they have to comment more?
I haven't really, even because I go in under my other profile and do commenting, and my other profile I just set up as Sherry P. Chef, so everybody knows it's me anyways. And no, I mean, when I was first having trouble, I was going live saying, hey, Facebook is being really wonky. I can't really, comment, but I'm here. But now I don't even. I just. I'm just kind of going on as business as usual.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. All right. So, but when we're working with our people, we need to kind of try and set them up from the beginning on the business page, and have them, fill those albums and teach them how to. And I have not done that yet, so I can't be the teacher on this one. But we'll find someone who has, and maybe if you find out more, Sherry, you can help us with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can take a look at my business page. I kind of feel like my business page is set up pretty nicely and was running very efficiently. I don't post a lot of just stuff on it. I only post stuff to really complement my virtual parties, and I post things that I need in my virtual parties.
Okay.
And so I was using it more like a resource for myself.
Okay.
And so, yeah, if you get in there and have questions, I can help you with that.
Okay. All right. Is there a special link?
My business page is called Cooking with Sherry, Independent Consultant with Pampered Chef or something like that.
Okay. Let me write that down. Do you have a business page, Amy Sue?
I have a business group. I never made it official. It's more of a VIP group.
Okay.
So completely different. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Cooking with Sherry.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cooking with Sherry.
I think then it says Independent Consultant with Pampered Chef or something like that. I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooking
I'll
with Sherry,
find it.
Independent Director, Pampered Chef, I think it says.
Independent Director
Pampered Chef.
with Pampered Chef.
Just Independent Director, Pampered Chef.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, what do you guys have any leads to work with right now? Do you have any leads for recruiting?
Recruit leads, I do have some. One just this morning after, I seem to have problems with people actually responding back. So somebody I met 3 weeks ago, yeah, call me, in a week and a half. I do that, no response. Try again, no response. Finally, she gets back to me today saying, yeah, I'll pass.
Okay.
Whatever.
When you handled that, what did you say? Do you remember what you said?
Well, yeah, it was just this morning. I actually do. And it's just texting, because nobody wants to chat. I say that's fine. I'm here whenever you're ready or whatever else I can do for you. Hope you're enjoying your products from, Amy's show.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever heard my little spiel about, can we consider this a seed planted? Have you ever heard? Do you
I have not.
Okay. So let's role play. Okay, Amy. So I think that sometimes when we handle the no thank you in a certain way, it keeps the door open. All right. So what's the name of the gal? What's her name?
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay. You be Sharon. I'll be you. Okay. So you read me the text. Are you on your phone? Okay.
I can. Let me get there.
And Sherry, try to think while she's getting this. Try to think of one that you had that.
Yeah, well, I have a girl who is strongly considering it. She has her show is scheduled to start July 15th.
Okay.
And so I always reach out and I've sent her a packet. Her catalog's already in the recruiting information, and I always write a little note. I'd love to see if our apron, could be a fit for you.
Uh-huh.
And so we're going to talk before we set up her show. And if she decides to sign up, then we'll do that more like her launch show.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then I have a whole note. I have a whole notebook that
Okay. All right.
And some of them are very old leads, but I always write on them where I met them, when I've spoken to them, and sometimes I'll just send out, hey, it's Touch Base Tuesday, and so I'm touching base with with you, or
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
are you in your your desire to start Pampered Chef, or what's your thought process right now? And
Yeah.
sometimes I'll go, I go back through that, or when there's a good recruiting incentive, I'll just go one by one and reach out to everybody that I have in my book. So
Good. Okay, so Amy, read me the
Okay,
text.
so this was somebody who I met at a party. She had actually been a consultant 20 years ago.
Okay.
We chatted extensively. I thought it was a strong lead. She works full time during the day, but
Uh-huh.
it really came down to the cash.
Okay.
I said, and this was like a Friday or a Saturday, and I said, all right, great, let's talk more. What's good for you? Can I call you Monday or whatever, a couple of days? She said, I'm busy, call me, touch base with me in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I said, fine, did that, texted, actually I called, and then I always follow up with a text to let them know that I left them a voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
And then no response, gave her a few more days, texted again, no response, texted yesterday, last night, got a response back this morning saying, I've decided not to do anything with Pampered Chef at this point. Thank you for reaching out. My response was, hi Sharon, thanks very much for letting me know. I'm here for you, whatever I can do for you. Hope you're enjoying your newest things. And I got a thank you back, and that was it.
Okay. All right. So next time you get one of those, or next time you're talking with someone and they say, I don't think so. Okay. What I'd like you to do is say this. Sharon, thank you so much for chatting with me about the Pampered Chef. Could we consider this a seed planted? And you decide if you'd ever like to water it. I'd really like to work with you. And I know you guys are writing down something. I'd really like to work with you someday. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to put you on my VIP list. And I'm going to touch base with you every 2 to 4 to 6 weeks with a new recipe, a new catalog, just if I have something I think you would enjoy. Because I would love to work with you someday, and I want you to remember me when you decide, or if you decide things change in your life and you're able to fit Pampered Chef in. Would that be okay? And what that does is that ends the conversation in a very nice way. Nobody feels awkward. Everybody feels, everybody loves a garden, seed planted. You decide, so you're respecting their no thank you, but saying, I'm very interested in working with you, but I'm respecting your no thank you. And I've had people come back 3 years later and say, I'm watering my plant. I mean, they remember that illustration. It's just a really good illustration. And then when you stay connected, because if their life changes, the next person that's in their life gets the okay.
Right.
Right? I mean,
Absolutely.
You've had people join your team that someone else has planted seeds.
Absolutely.
We all have. So, and I can't say I'm the best at following up with people. But what I do is, I do my best, and I always give them the seed planted so that they know I am interested, but I would really encourage you guys to do that. And then I always ask, I say this, I'm curious, use the word curious. I'm curious. What was it that didn't fit into your life about the Pampered Chef? And then if it's reasonable, you say, I understand. And, if anything changes, I'd love to work with you. If it's something that's not true about the Pampered Chef, again, you say, I understand how you're thinking, but can I tell you the reality of how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people have preconceived ideas.
Sure.
All right. And so many times it's all about the words you use and the confidence that you bring and the energy that you bring to the conversation. If they see, sometimes people, if they see you give up too fast, they think in their subconscious, she's not going to work hard for me. She's just doing her job. She's just going through the motions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a fine line with going overboard, but at the same time, I let them run the energy gambit, the energy bus,
Mm-hmm.
so if they're showing, this, it sounds really great. And especially if she's done it before, you can say, something like, well, gosh, things have really changed with the Pampered Chef. Now you can, and I'm sure you said this, now you can do things virtually.
Sure.
And do 1 hour shows right from your computer or your kitchen. You can do, because like some people they don't want to do the Facebook shows. They want to do the live shows, or maybe some people would like to do live shows, but they don't think they can haul the stuff anymore. How would a 45-minute show right from your own kitchen sound?
Mm-hmm.
Do that virtually or with the Squee. And I know Squee is twice as much as SynShare, but Squee is very easy. It's a very easy concept once you've got it set up. And,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that people are sharing their outlines is huge. It's just huge,
Makes it easier. Sure.
Well, it makes, especially a new startup, very, very easy. Very easy. So have you guys looked into Squee at all?
I have looked at it. I saw some of the mock shows, and I mean, it's definitely something that's interesting, but because virtual is such a tiny part of my full business,
Yeah, and if your live shows are working, don't fix what isn't broken, okay?
Yeah.
Because I still think it's the backbone of our company. I think a lot of people have gotten away from the live show just because the virtual, it's like you choose one or the other. Very few people are doing it both ways.
Right.
But I think a balanced business is both ways. Sherry, are you doing live shows still?
I have a monthly cooking club.
Okay.
I still do. I've done it for, 13 years now.
And where is it at?
So it's a monthly cooking club. I do it at my home. I have 12 ladies that are in it. They each pay $20 a month, and each of them takes a turn at being the host.
Okay.
They pick the recipes, they bring the ingredients except for staple items that I already have at my home.
Okay.
And we cook 3 recipes, a main dish, a dessert, and a side item.
Okay.
And then if they run a Facebook party with it and get sales, then they can use the $240 that everybody pays to purchase their host cart.
Okay.
If they haven't done a Facebook show, then we have to put in a $200 order from what they want, and then they get to use the host benefits. So
Now, does everybody place an order for the $20, or is that a fee?
it's a fee. It's just a $20 every month.
Okay. Good.
Sometimes people will buy something in the particular month. The past host always buys something, so that helps with the guest sales.
Okay.
And I did have a cooking show scheduled for Sunday, but the girl lost her job, so she said we need to postpone it a little bit. So I'm not opposed to doing cooking shows. They're just really hard for me to get on my calendar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been traveling a lot and you've had a lot going on in the family, and so virtual is working out for you, and you have a great business doing that.
And I was part of a pilot program for Squee, but it was just a bad time in my life with my mother-in-law and everything, and that I couldn't devote the time I needed to it. I did reach out to a bunch of people trying to get a party scheduled so I could try it, and it never happened. So I kind of backed out of the pilot, but I'm not opposed to giving it a try, because I don't mind spending the money. I think for new consultants, it might be a little much, like, oh, you have to come on board, buy the kit, then you have to pay for squee, and then
Right.
in 90 days, now you have to pay for your website, so but for myself, I would definitely give it a try. It's something
Okay.
that I have on the back burner to figure out.
Yeah. And with Squee, you can still be, like we talked about, still be sitting there with your sweetheart and answering the chat.
Yeah, because that is a hard part for, when my kids were little and they were home, it was fine because my husband would come home and the kids were home, but
Right.
I started feeling guilty about doing, weeknight shows or weekend shows, because my husband works all day and then he comes home and I'd be like, bye, I'm out of here, I'm going off to party.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that was hard on him. He was like, well, now I'm home alone, this isn't right. So
Yeah.
so that's why I really jumped in feet first to the virtual, and
But it's working for you.
it has been working for me.
Good. Awesome. All right. So when you are at your live shows, we've only got a couple minutes left. So here's your challenge. It's to get your list together of people that have showed interest in the past. All right. And what's that?
I said, I've got it.
You got it. Good. So I would like you to start reaching out to those people, because there is a really good opportunity with the $250 rebate to see if they would like to try either a live Facebook show or a virtual Facebook show, or a lot. I mean, however they want. You have it in your notes about each person. So try to make the reach out personal when you text them or if you call them. See if there's any interest. Just reaching out, touching base. Now that everyone has their summer schedules, I thought, would you like to have some fun with the Pampered Chef? Okay. And do it. Try the apron on, however, for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever you like, however you want to put it, what works with you. So, but reach out and do a tally of what people get back to you with. I want to hear about the results next week. Okay. And for anyone that listens to this call back, I would like to hear about the results that you have as well. And let's talk through obstacles that I can maybe give you words to use, things like that. And really focus on your shows this week, on your parties. Focus on helping people get started. Focus on, I would love to chat with you to answer any questions you might have about the possibility of Pampered Chef. Okay.
Can I tell you some wording that's kind of been working for me after I've posted some kind of post, ask me a question about the business, or I do also play the guess a paycheck kind of game, and then I kind of keep track of who asked questions and who commented on those, and then I'll say something, send them a private message, and I'll just say, Mary, you seem like you really have enjoyed the party. You're really, engaging. And I don't know what I don't know. So have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef?
I like that.
That's kind of a way to get the ball rolling. And sometimes they won't, respond, whatever. It's kind of the same as texting somebody. It's my job to reach out to them. It's not their job to reach back. So, but that has gotten me a little bit of momentum with some people, right now I'm kind of busy. And so I'll be like, well, but now I like the seed planted thing, because I think something, along those lines, can I, see if maybe we want to water it next month sometime or something.
Right. Well, and some people feel like they need to get started right away.
Right.
That's why the question of I'm curious, what is it that you don't think you could fit into your life about the Pampered Chef? What is it about the Pampered Chef that you can't fit into your life? Because sometimes it's the money, sometimes it's the time, sometimes it's kids' schedules, and you can answer the objection accordingly. And most of the time it's not the first one, it's the next one. It's the next objection. Okay. So, and then I would like to say, well, if we could work that out and find a way around that, what else would stop you? Let's explore. What else? You know? Okay. So, and sometimes it's just a matter, and I also say, I really feel that information is power. And so I'd like to give you as much information so you can make a supercharged decision for your life. Okay. So those are just some things. Try it and see what happens this week and see how you feel about it. And we'll talk again, same time, same place next week.
Next week or a week after?
I'm sorry, the week after. Next week is the regular director chat. Okay. And I will be having some different people speak on the different phone calls. So, we'll have some people who are excelling at the things that we want to do to grow our businesses. So, just that hone in. Okay.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
Thank you. Well, thanks for your time this morning. I know it was kind of last minute for some people. They couldn't quite work out this first phone call. So I'm sure we'll see more in 2 weeks. And if we don't, so be it. Just like with you guys, you work with the ones who want to be worked with.
True.
Period. Okay.
Good.
All right. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks for giving me your time. And if you have any questions in the meantime or anything you want to chat with me, just call. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Just a real quick, if you guys know of any directors that are looking for a bed for conference, I have a bed
Okay.
at the DoubleTree.
Okay. Very good. We'll write
Okay.
that down. Barb, Amy Sue Grabeau has a bed available at the DoubleTree for conference. We will keep that in mind.
Yep, perfect. Thank
Do
you
just
so
want
much.
one person?
Yeah.
Just one. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you
All right.
soon.
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.